Hey guys, Jacob here, and welcome back to Hypixel Skyblock. I've got a nice little guide for you today on basically, we're talking about how to do a Tier 2 EMAN. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing 3/4 Final Destination, but I'm not using the helmet because I'm using a Reaper Mask. And I'm also not using the EMAN pet, I'm using the Tiger pet, an epic Tiger pet. It's level 88, doesn't need to be level 100. I have a Shelmet on it, which makes the fight a lot easier. You could have a Shelmet on an EMAN, but I'm going to talk about why I'm using the Tiger in just a minute. So I have a boss almost summoned here, and I'll do it in a minute after I explain, what we're doing. There's a guy doing, I think a tier 4 in this lobby, too. Um, Basically, I have my 3/4 Final Destination. It's got 270 defense on the bulwark. It's hot potato booked. Doesn't even have rejuvenate, though. And I have the Reaper Mask. The Reaper Mask isn't even hot potato booked either. Interesting. I need to do that. That would make this even easier. But currently the fight is rather easy because the Reaper Mask, I feel like a lot of people's problems with the E-Man boss is not the defense. You probably have enough defense with your Final Destination. The problem is probably the healing, and that's why I'm using the Reaper Mask, because as you'll see during the fight, I just get so much healing that it doesn't really matter. Like, I'll get down to half my health during the hits phase, and I'll just get it right back up when the hits phase is over. Now, for the Tiger Pet, I don't know why this works. I think it's the ferocity. Even though E-Man refuses less ferocity, I think it's still a big help. Like, I've tried it with the E-Man pet. I have a level 80 Epic Enderman. And it's just not that good. Like, the 24% less damage from end monsters is a great perk, but I think you have enough defense with the Final Destination. You don't need it for a tier 2 when you're gonna get more damage just based off the ferocity from the Tiger pet. Especially this helps on the hits fades. So I think we're gonna go right into it and just start a tier 2, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Oh, also, I should go over my gear first. I almost forgot that. I'm using a Livid Dagger and not the Void Edge Katana. Once you get the Vorpal Katana, then you're definitely going to want to use that. But in my experience, it's similar damage between the Void Edge and the Livid Dagger, and the Livid Dagger has its attack speed bonus, so that's very good. I also have the Mana Flux Power Orb and a Heroic Ornate Zombie Sword, which the Zombie Sword is going to come in clutch a lot. In terms of my stats, I just got combat 36, but I was doing these with combat 35, no problem. I have other stats. I'll just scroll through them here. The mining 39 gives me a good bit of defense. But the main thing is probably the combat. You're gonna want combat 35. And in terms of accessory bag, where is it telling me oh, it tells you on the I have 409 magical power with all of it set to crit damage in my tuning, and I'm selected power as commando just for the equal distribution of strength and crit damage. I like that, and it also gives you some more health and defense. All right, one more kill and we're getting into this. All right, so now we're in the hits phase, and I'm just gonna slap it with my Livid Dagger. I get so much attack speed that like it's basically almost over. Yeah, see, now I'm down half my health, and I'm just slapping it, and I am regaining health thanks to the Reaper Mask. You see, I'm already back up to full. I just got a special zealot during my E-Man. That's funny. You see, I have so much defense. I have 1,500, which gives me about 40,000 EHP. And it's just so much at this point, and the healing is so good that I can just go in my inventory and put the something away, and I don't even have to worry about it. Now, just gonna keep slapping the boss at this point. How much health? It's hard to see its health, but you have to look up. That 8.5k or 8.5 million. My bad. Now, okay, it's in hits phase again, and you see we're losing like half of our health here during hits phase, and then we just build it right back up as we're hitting it. And if you need to, you can use the zombie sword to get back up, like I did just there, if you're not aiming well. And then like I was there, like I was not. It was teleporting around, it was inside of me a lot, so I just used the zombie sword and I got back up. Alright, now we're in the Yanglyph phase. I have a mod, it shows you where the Yanglyph is and it highlights it. That's very helpful. I would highly recommend stuff like SBA, Skytills for this, and I think this might be NEU that I'm using. I don't know. I have SBA, Skytills, NEU, Optifine, and Dungeons Guide. Dungeons Guide is for dungeons though. This doesn't help with Slayer. I'm gonna use my zombie sword again here. As you can see, we're on 2.1 mil health. We're gonna go over the Yanglyph again. Okay, this guy's helping. I don't want him to help, but we basically had it there, as you can see. It's nice if you do get help in your lobby, but as you can see, I was soloing it fine there. I really would rather that guy not help, but I think I've made my point just in like how easy it can be with the Reaper Mask and this and the Tiger Pet. Like the meta for a lot of this seems to be like all the videos you see, it's like use the full Final Destination so you have your shift ability. The shift ability makes the fight faster, but you don't have the healing to survive it at the stage that I'm at. So if you're around 400 magical power, if you're around combat 35, 36, and you only have around 8,000, 7,000 kills on your Final Destination armor, this is the early game setup that you're gonna want to make the tier 2s pretty easy. They're still gonna take around 2 minutes. So your grind to EMAN 5 from EMAN 4 is gonna be around like it's 140 bosses, I think. If you're doing 2-3 minutes per boss, that's easily like it could be 4 hours. Which that could be a lot for some people. For me, it's not that bad. Just doing it incrementally. So like I'll do maybe 500 XP a day, maybe less, and I'll get there eventually. Like the grind, like I'm not too fussed about getting it in one sitting. But there are people who are gonna grind this out in one sitting, and it'll be great. For those of you who this is too much, I would recommend getting your Final Destination up higher on the kills to the point that you have so much defense that you can use the helmet, and the healing doesn't even matter because you have so much EHP, or if you have an overflux. Alright guys, that's going to be it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial on EMAN 2. I know a lot of people are thinking about this because they want their Juju back. Personally, I'm trying to grind my Juju back. It's not there. It's right there. I miss it a lot. Basically, people are trying to get their Jujus back. They want to be a Juju again. This was a fair nerf. You got to put in the work. And now we're teaching you how to put in the work. So hopefully this guide is helpful. It's kind of an alternative to your typical tier 2 enemy guide, which a lot of these people who are doing these tier 2 guides are like way higher tier. They're doing tier 3s and 4s. This is kind of like the base, the lower early mid game tier 2 guide. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.